How does one man steal billions from an entire country without ever holding political office, without ever pointing a gun, and without most of the world even knowing his name? This is the story of Jho Low, the billionaire nobody really saw, the mastermind behind one of the biggest financial crimes in human history. And if you think this scandal ended years ago, wait until you hear where he is right now. Most financial crimes are complicated, but this one is absurd. One man, a young, soft-spoken Malaysian financier, managed to siphon $4.5 billion out of his own country's sovereign wealth fund and used it to live like a villain in a movie he later helped finance. Yes, the man who stole billions helped pay for the Wolf of Wall Street, and this is not fiction. This is the real, unbelievable 1MDB scandal.
Good evening.
Before the private jets, before the supermodel parties, Jho Low was invisible. Not poor, not unknown, just unnoticed. He grew up wealthy, but never loudly. And that, investigators later realized, was his first weapon. He understood the power of operating in the gray. Where the rich hide secrets and the powerful pretend not to see. In college, he wasn't the guy everyone wanted to be. He was the guy everyone needed access to. He built connections quietly. Children of dictators, princes, young politicians, billionaire heirs. Not friendships, future leverage. By 2009, Malaysia launched a sovereign wealth fund. 1MDB, a national investment project meant to grow the country's economy. But Jho Low, who held no official role, somehow became the advisor, the invisible architect behind the scenes. Money began moving. Loans, transfers, joint ventures with foreign banks. Except investigators later discovered something chilling. Huge portions of the money never reached the projects. It moved into shell companies, fake firms, and accounts controlled by people tied to Jho Low. Billions, not millions, billions. Here's the part that still fascinates investigators. Jho Low almost never signed anything. He avoided putting his name on official documents. He always worked through others, a politician's assistant, a banker's friend, an accountant's nephew. He made himself untouchable by not existing on paper. FBI agents described him as a phantom with $1 billion budget. He once bought a $250 million yacht, but never docked it anywhere he wasn't protected. He bought mansions across the world, but didn't live in them for more than a week. He lived like someone constantly running, because he was. The scandal broke by accident. A suspicious journalist in Malaysia. A whistleblower in Singapore. a banker who slipped up in Switzerland. And suddenly, the truth exploded. 1MDB was missing $4.5 billion, the biggest corruption scandal in Malaysia's history. One of the biggest in the world. Money meant for hospitals, schools, infrastructure, gone, laundered through casinos. Luxury real estate, private jets, and Hollywood. When authorities came for him, Jho Low vanished, just disappeared. His phones died. His jet vanished from air traffic. His offshore companies went dark. The FBI believes he slipped into China, protected by powerful individuals who owed him favors. Interpol still has a red notice out for him. The US still wants him. Malaysia still wants him. But Jho Low, he hasn't been seen publicly in years. There are only rumors. A luxury compound in Macau, a secured mansion in Shenzhen, a private island owned under a different name, a billionaire ghost. Most criminals leave a trail. Jho Low left a black hole. And here's the part nobody wants to hear. Much of the stolen money will never be recovered. And the man behind it, he may never face justice. This wasn't just theft. It was a masterclass in psychological manipulation, global networking, and exploiting the one thing countries fear admitting. It's actually very easy to steal billions if you know exactly who not to be. This is Fraudify, where we unmask the world's biggest scams. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Fraudify for more.